So, welcome back, or I should say welcome to the Two Blokes podcast. So we've done little bits before, which you've seen in the van. We're going to do a proper sit-down one in aid of Movember, which is why he looks like that and I look like this. So we're going to do a little chat just to raise awareness, tell you what it's all about. Hope you enjoy it.
So the beauty with the Movember is that we bring awareness for men with regards to physical health and also mental health, and there's so many charities that the money goes to that benefit from it, and what they need is money so they can bring more awareness to all of us.
I don't know, do you find it hard to talk about that sort of stuff?
Truthfully, no.
I think it depends on your friend group.
Definitely. And also your parents in a way as well.
But I think like no matter what the issue, I think men always bring it up in a jokey way.
Yeah, definitely.
Which maybe that's why it's hard to talk about some things, because not everything can be brought up in a, I'm having this issue like peeing guys or like getting it up or whatever. Like you can't always bring that up in a jokey way, and I think that's maybe why men just keep things in.
I think it's also that whole kind of stigma, isn't it? Being male, you've got to be macho. You shouldn't show emotions. You shouldn't show feelings. Mm. So especially when it comes to your actual health, when you know something's not right, it's just so hard to break through that barrier where you can just say in a serious manner, is this normal? It has to be, whether it's, drink helps you the conversation, or... Yeah,
let's not promote that you've got to get drunk to talk about things.
But it's just that kind of... that thing around it though, isn't it? It always has to be in that kind of scenario. Yeah. Well, the majority of the time has to be in that kind of scenario where... It's not a problem for a bloke to say something's not right. Is this okay?
And I think even if you get the reply of like, man up, like whatever, like sometimes at least you've just said it and you've got it off your chest, and the guy knows,
Definitely.
Maybe it's that sort of thing. But I guess the problem comes when you don't have that person, and that's like what these charities are about, trying to set up for the people that don't have that to still think, okay, you've still got someone to talk to.
To get the promotion, to get the information out that there are these places that you can go to, whether it be on the internet or whether you can call them. Okay, I don't want to feel too embarrassed talking to my mate about it. I can just ring somebody completely out of the blue that I don't know. I can ring them, I can spill my guts, and even just like you said, just getting off your chest, let alone if it is an issue that needs like medical attention, it's just brilliant.
But I think the prostate thing carries a lot of stigma. I mean, I think maybe our generation now, it's a bit more normal-ish, but it's still like, even talking about it now, you're still like, you can hear the jokes already, like, I bet you enjoyed that, or, like...
I don't know, I look at it as, I'm accident prone, so I'm used to going to the doctors or used to going to the hospitals, so with that kind of thing, whenever there's anything wrong with me, I'm not saying I'm a hypochondriac, but I wouldn't bother hiding it. I would rather go...
I think I'm the other way. I've, like, as a teenager, I've, like, broken fingers or something. You're like, no, it's fine, just me. And it's, like, 4 times the size. Like, no, it's just... No, they can't do anything for that. And your fingers, like, bending backwards.
I can balance the pencil on it, it's fine.
But so I may be the other way, so I would be more reluctant to go. And I think that's when it gets dangerous, isn't it? Because you have a little problem, and then it's like, no, it's fine. And it gets so bad, and then it's... You've had a breakup or something and you go around your friend's house, first thing's like, just get drunk and forget about it, and it's like, that's great for that night, but it needs to be something a little bit more, doesn't it, or people just to understand, like,
you sort of, it's the go-to, isn't it, to go and we don't condone drinking, but it is the go-to when it comes to men, any kind of issue whatsoever, is right, we're going out,
couple of beers,
get on it, and then you sort of forget about it during the night, and then the next morning it's like,
still not resolved the issue.
Not resolved. And you probably would have spent God knows how much time building up to tell your friends or tell your mate, and you think, I'm not going to go through all that again. I'll just keep it to myself. Which I think I'm a little bit too open when it comes to it.
You are, yeah.
I am. No.
There's things I really don't want to hear.
But you need to listen. You have to listen.
But I don't want to sometimes. And actually, we had a look on the website because we were contacted by the, organisers of Movember, and we're in the top 12 of fundraisers out of the whole site, which is an amazing thing. So I think we get some little perks, like maybe we can do some giveaways and stuff from that.
Yeah.
So the higher we get up that chain, the more awareness we can raise through doing this as well. So that's a really cool thing. I know my dad went once, right? And it's like a typical man, and you must have heard people say it. He's like, oh yeah, I went, I had to have the finger up at the barman, he's like, he had really wide, fat fingers as well. You know, like to make it like
sausage fingers.
I don't know if that makes the story better, or you know, but it's like, yeah, it was horrible. And his fingers were massive.
But that's the thing, though. We're talking about something really, really serious here, and what are we both doing? We're laughing.
Yeah, you try to make a light of it. Yeah.
But whereas
I think sometimes that will normalise it. Like you know, if you could all laugh about, oh, I had one, yeah, and this, and blah, blah, I had one, and blah, blah, oh, I had one, and really enjoyed it, you know, like, whatever, like, sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't, if someone's panicking about it.
Don't get me wrong, I'll be dreading this when that time comes, when I've got to have a prostate exam. I'll be dreading it just because it's the unknown kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I will still go in, you know, not open-minded, but... You know, I'll be willing to do it. I won't try and find any kind of get out kind of clauses or anything like that. Funny enough, I changed schools from high school. I went from one to the other. We won't get into that. But I changed high schools, and well, I think on the second day I basically met this other chap, and we were really, really, really close. Stayed in contact during those 2 years, and we still sort of stayed in contact afterwards, sort of after sixth form. But he went off to university, I started working straight away after sixth form. Probably another year later, I got a missed call from him. I was doing something, it wasn't that I looked at the phone, I'm busy, I don't have time.
Yeah.
But it was one of those, and I remember it's clear as day. And I saw a missed call from him, back in the day when you had those old school phones, and you just had the name. Yeah, Nokia or something. And it was him. I thought, oh, damn it. Missed his call, but then I tried ringing him back and he didn't pick up. And then just freakishly, I was in the local Tesco's and I bumped into another girl that we went to high school with. And she stayed in contact with all of her girlfriends.
Yeah.
And basically, cut a long story short, she told me that he killed himself. Yeah, which standing in the middle of Tesco's with your basket of your meals and all that was just unbelievable. He was the kind of kid that everybody was best friends with, threw the best house parties. All the girls wanted to go out with him, all the blokes thought it was awesome, you know, had the whole bag, clever, sportive, everything. You know, the kind of person that you look and you think, you've got it all. Smart as hell, went off to university, doing really, 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 really well at university, so you just thought all he's going to do is just up and up. That kind of stereotypical perfect persona that he was showing was not a lie, but was just covering up
what he was feeling.
Covering up so much, so many.
It's not always very obvious, and that's the scary thing.
That's the scary thing. So that's why this whole thing of Movember is just to make it hammer in that you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to pretend. You just need to talk. Yeah. So. But yeah, it's true, I am a little bit of a hypochondriac.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'll put my hands up, I'll admit it.
Apart from when you cut yourself and then you just like squeeze a whole tube of super glue on it, wrap it in mask and be like, no, it's fine, it's fine.
What is it? It's neither that, one extreme to the other, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got a spot on my back, right, I need to go get it.
What is it?
Harry, do you want to pull that bit of metal out your arm? No, no. Body will push that out in time. To be fair though, at the same time, we've sort of made a good friendship as well. So we can talk.
Very good work acquaintances, You hate that.
Another mate back in England used to say all the time, "You alright, mate? Well, we're not really mates, we're more work colleagues."
Stephanie said it for Channel 4. She came in and she went, and she looked really worried. And I was like, what's up? She went, I've just told them to say, Amber is your best mate. Is that right? Is that right? I was like, well, just for TV purposes, fine.
That's lying. That's lying to the public.
I think the whole Movember thing is a great idea because it's like the guys are getting together to grow the facial hair, which is like a bit of a laddie thing, you know, like, oh, who can grow the funniest, whatever.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it's in the back of your mind why you're doing it.
Yeah.
So, you know, the more people that join in, it just creates that little thing, doesn't it?
Do you
Especially if it's someone you know, you don't want to insult them by going, "Oh, you're doing Movember," and they're like, "No, what's that?" It's always is he doing that for Movember, or is he just kind of stuck in the 80s and does porn videos?
Do you know what I found myself doing quite a lot here when I'm not having to wear a face mask? So, oh, by the way, sorry about this. I actually really, truly have. I've lost count how many times I've said it to
I forget
people.
all the time. So, like, I'll just, you know, you have this image in your head of what you look like.
Yeah.
And then I'll just look in the mirror like that and go, "Oh, yeah, I've got that thing on me." And, like, people are looking at me a bit like, brave choice of that. Yeah.
You sort of can put it. But I don't know about you, though. I actually am getting really used to it. I'm actually quite enjoying it.
I am a little bit as well.
Actually, hand on heart, I actually
It
like
feels very, like, old school gent sort of look. You know, like, it's not fashionable anymore at all. But
Yeah.
I do quite like it,
You
yeah.
can pull yours off, though, and that's no word of a lie. You can pull yours off.
Maybe not when I'm fully clean shaven.
I don't want to.
But I think the problem with yours is you really like it, and everyone else is like, "That looks ridiculous." Like when I spoke to your parents, and she was like, "Yes, well, he needs to shave that off come December."
Yeah, but my mother doesn't like any kind of facial hair whatsoever. So I have one day's worth of stubble. It'll be like, "Oh, you look dreadful." Father's got to shave near enough twice a day, poor old thing, because he's got so much on it. But his is it's growing out of every other area. So yeah. You know, we went to order the wood from Chateau. The driver, when he came over, because we've only ever seen them with their face masks on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So he turned up in the lorry to drop all the wood off, and when I saw it, I was like, "That's what." Have you found that as well? Have you found that sometimes the bottom doesn't work with the top?
Yeah.
You just wouldn't place it.
And you just don't recognise people now. It's like you're like, "Oh yeah, that's what your face looks like."
Yeah.
I think for some people it's a blessing.
So when he jumped out, he said he looked at me and sort of had like this little smirk, and then realised actually no, because like you said, maybe he is doing that because he thinks he likes it. And I said, "Oh, I should excuse that. You know, it's for my." I said, "Right, that makes sense."
Yeah. And it's really good that Stephanie's joining in with it as well and growing hers out.
Oh, she's
a real good sport
herself.
for that. Yeah.
She's,
I mean, she's been growing it out for a while though, to be fair.
how long do you reckon it's taken her?
Good few years it's been growing out.
Do like a proper hot towel, like go to town on the big shave. Like get some heated towels,
Like
do the
lay
whole
back.
lay back, you know, massage, get the oils in, get the cutthroat out, sharpen that up.
Do I trust you with a cutthroat? You be getting one of them bloody chisels like that.
Well, I use that. I don't even know what that is called. That's an axe, but I don't know what the other one is. I've got
Machete.
I've got the
Like
blade sharpener.
Crocodile Dundee style, where it's shaving with a knife like that.
Yeah, but he starts off with the disposable, doesn't he? He starts off using the disposable, and then he sees the journalist come. It's like pulls out.
What about, have you seen them, I haven't had one done, but I've seen the videos, you know, where the new thing where they put the cotton bud in the wax and put it up your nose?
Yeah, I saw
Oh my god!
Why? Just use an electric razor thingy to go in there. You don't need to
Have you
shove
seen
wax
it?
in there.
It's always the first one, and I see loads of them break off as well, and then the guy's like, but it's that first one, the guy's like, I'm brave, pulls it, and it's like, and the other one's just hanging out for days. It'll come out on its own,
Just give it a couple of weeks and just cut it off.
So, as we're doing this, at the moment, we've raised 500... Okay, compose yourself.
It's been a long day.
Yeah. So, as we're filming this, at the moment, we've raised £5,773, which is a phenomenal amount of money. As I said, we're ranking 12th on the whole site at the moment. We'd love to be first ranking. We'd love to hit that 10,000. I'll put a link below. Click it. You can donate from wherever you are in the world. You can use PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay. I think you just got to put your address in first. But please go down there if you haven't already. Donate. All the money completely goes to charity. And we'd love to hit a bigger target.
But still, at the same time, thank you so much for all of the money that you all have donated. One, it blew my mind how much we raised in the first 3-4 days.
Yeah.
And still, it blows my mind how much we've raised so far. So a huge thank you to all of you for what we all have done, well, what you all have done so far. It's just phenomenal. So massive thank you. Massive.
And we'll see you, not tomorrow, but maybe soon.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool.